They've screwed up 8 sites now. $350 million. Okay. Like, this is a big deal. 2,000 units are not going to get finished because of this. TK, I wanted to talk about one thing before we brought our guest on, I think is pretty important. But
Sure.
you look like you want to talk about something too.
Maybe it's the same thing. So you go first.
Well, I doubt it, but somebody
Okay.
asked us in the comments to talk about it, and we've
Yeah.
talked about these kind of things, but we've got, more receivership news and more bankruptcy news with Vandyk. That's
Yep.
kind of been in the news.
Yep.
And I think it's another important story because Vandyk is like not some new hotshot that just came on the block and bought too much and, got an inflated head and screwed everything up
Stevie Holmes. Okay. I get it.
lots of other people. But
Yeah.
Vandyk, like, they've screwed up 8 sites now. $350 million. Okay. Like, this is a big deal. 2,000 units are not going to get finished because of this. The people have deposits on, TK. This is a big mess. Okay. And these guys, like, this is, I don't know how long the shell game's been going on for, but like, these guys got a big one of those big MZOs. I don't know which one we say here in
And
Canada.
if you got one of those, people.
You know a couple of people, right?
People.
At
You
least
didn't get that
one,
MZO just because you were in the right place at the right
right?
time. You were like, hey,
Yeah,
what can I bring your daughter to her wedding?
that's right. So, um, after an MZO, there's a lot more value created for the site, right? Because now all of a sudden you're zoned and you got all this crazy zoning you weren't even anticipating probably when you bought the project, or maybe
Yeah.
you did, because who
Oh.
knows? But anyways, now you can refinance. So like, these guys have been refinancing and moving money from this site to that site and trying to keep this thing going for I don't even know how long. And
Without building anything.
well, I mean, with building some stuff along the way, for sure. I mean, these
Yeah.
guys,
But on the sites that went down, nothing ended up getting built.
some of these big ones are like just left in the lurch with a bunch of deposits that are people are going to lose portions of them. And now people got to find a new place to live, and they're probably waiting a couple years for the project to get going. And like, there's trades that are owed money. So like, trades are going to go bankrupt because of it. And then they won't pay their employees and they won't pay their subs. And like, it's like this crazy thing that just keeps happening and happening.
Yeah. We saw the Terrion news, right? That Terrion announced that they had $90 million in claims this year compared to like
the highest.
2 or 3 million.
Insane. And it's just going
And
to
that's
get
mostly deposits, right? Like when you look at deposits, because when the builder goes bankrupt and Terrion's got the insurance on the deposit, those are all the claims that are coming in because the people are saying, hold on a second, how am I going to get my money back? Right. And they have upwards from $60,000 to $100,000 of insured deposits to pay out on. Right.
well, I think some of it's got to be from like defective product too, like deficiencies.
Some, but not no. Like I guarantee you that has to be deposits. That has to be a huge number of deposits.
But
There's no
how
way
does
that they've got that much of a sway from one year to the next in defective product.
I just don't understand how such a big company with so many projects and so much revenue could screw it up so bad.
Interest rates. So when interest rates rise, Darryl, like you've written out performers before, and
Sure.
if you had written out the wrong performa going into this environment, I mean, I'll give you your Kingston Road deal, for example, right?
Yeah.
Hanging on to that one for an extra year,
Oh, killed, dead,
right?
for sure.
Yeah, right. Like these are the
But we
things.
weren't Vandyk. We were the smaller guys that would have
Yeah,
been, overextended at the wrong time, right? We
yeah.
were not those. Vandyk's a big company. Like, comment, and subscribe if you got anything from one of these clips. And if you want to see some more, press something on the screen here. Boom.
That was good.
That was good. I like that. That was good.